in for Kevin Garnett. Barnes, he's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Portland also making some changes. Nick Collison's checked in for Kaman. And Freak subbed in for Gerald Henderson. They've got Matt Barnes. Levine is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Pekovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Levine. He's got 10. Barnes dishes to Wiggins.
What are you doing?
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Lillard misses.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Timberwolves.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both. Trailblazers leading by 8. Estebanle. Here's Aminu, and he's good on the 3-ball. Aminu's got his second basket of the night.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Pekovic passes to Barnes, and it's Portland with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories, rebounds just being one of them.
And he gets the bucket.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
Now here's Freak. 6 points for him. Here's Collison. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Levine can't hit. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. They get it back.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Wiggins kicks to Barnes. Shoots from the baseline, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Jones checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. To the inside, here's Vonleh. Good, great play by Lillard to set it up. 11 points for Noah Vonleh.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. Over the last month, let's see, Kevin, where the Timberwolves stand in the league rankings.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Here's Levine. 10 points for him. Jang, a screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Levine can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Levine. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Jones against Lillard, and stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now the pass to Dang. Robinson with the block. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. .55 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Barnes can't get it to go. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 13-5 run here. Lillard with it. Jones covering. Aminu. Rebounded by Pekovic. Pekovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jones kicks to Pekovic. Now here's Barnes. Guarded closely. Pekovic with a screen. Outside, Jones. Nobody near Barnes. Drills the three-pointer. Barnes has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks to Vonleh. It's Freak, top of the key. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. First one falls for him. So both teams changing it up here.
Ooh, too easy. Too easy.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Martin, it'll count. No luck. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 14. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Timberwolves trail by 14. On the floor for Portland. Freak, he's in at point guard. Davis is out there with Chris Kaman. Then it's Henderson. Here's Rubio. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 6 points here for Ricky Rubio. The Trailblazers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Towns with the steal. Portland grabs the miss. Henderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Davis. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wiggins drives in. Banked in off the glass.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Trailblazers leading by 10. Kaman inside. The jump hook. That's good. Now Rubio. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. That's good from 17 feet away. Rubio's got 4 points now in the quarter. The feed to Henderson. Davis with a screen on Martin. This one for three. Here's Kaman, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's on Kevin Garnett. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Both free throws good from Kaman. Timberwolves trail by 12. Rubio dishes to Wiggins. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Martin goes in. That's good.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Trailblazers leading by 10. Now here's Lillard.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Lillard's got 11 in the second half. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Passes it to Garnett. On the wing, Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. And Lillard kicks to Henderson. For the three. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Henderson. 23 points for Damian Lillard. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Rubio the pass to Garnett. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lillard outside. Shoots from 12. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. That's 10 points for Chris Kaman.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Outside for Martin. Looking to end the run. And it's Kaman with the rebound. Portland leading by 17. In the corner, Henderson with it. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Garnett's got 3 rebounds now in this one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Outside for Martin. He dishes it to Rubio. And another shot. Again, Wiggins missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Davis inside, guarded by Garnett. Martin against Lillard. It's Henderson on the wing. Rubio with the rebound. Rubio's got 5 rebounds tonight. Martin dishes to Rubio. Garnett the screen. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Portland leading by 15. Lillard with it.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Over to the left wing. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Chris Kaman. He has 9 rebounds, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Pekovic is checked in. Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside, Martin. Rubio outside. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 16. Lillard outside. Here's Fredrickson, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 8 now on the night. Feeds to Garnett. On the wing, Wiggins. That's good. Wiggins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Davis with a screen on Rubio. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Kaman wide open. He fires. Had the space there, but it's offline. Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside, Martin. Charity stripe shot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here is Lillard. Inside. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Lillard. 10 points for Davis.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Wiggins right side. Puts up the baby hook. And he can't bank that one in. Trailblazers leading by 19. Lillard with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Back to Lillard. Pass to Kaman. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And that's 13 points for Chris Kaman. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Gerald, this team seemed intent on winning and setting the pace of this game from early on. Was that a primary focus to dictate tempo?
I mean, that's a key for us to come out from the beginning. You know, we usually have pretty good first quarters. You know, our problem's been just sustaining it. So, you know, we did that tonight, and, you know, thankfully we won. Congratulations,
Gerald. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the New Orleans Pelicans as they go up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Checking out the Trail Blazers, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. Got a couple of minutes here before tip-off. Let's talk about the best of the best. The category this time around, ball handling. Kenny, who's got the best handle?
The best handle in the league right now? Oh, easily. Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry. Well, I'm going Kyrie number one, Steph Curry number 1A. Because I say this, Steph Curry has to use his handle to get his shot, but Kyrie uses it all the time to get everywhere on the floor.
It's Steph Curry, Jamal Crawford.
Ooh.
Then Chris Paul.
Yes.
Maybe a little Rondo, maybe Tony Parker, Derrick Rose, and my sleeper coming off the bench, Orlando, my neighbor, Elfrid Payton.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
What's up?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
How's the family? CC good?
Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time.
For sure. Got to keep that support system in place. Makes a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right?
Not a chance, freak.
2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball. It's coming right up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season. Well, you look at last year, they just could not find their footing, guys. Against this team, they dropped. The Pelicans have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Evans outside. Davis with a screen on Lillard. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Fires from deep. And the Pelicans get it back. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. While we have a moment, let's now take a look at the top shot blockers in the NBA. Anthony Davis, number 1.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. I mean, he shot to the top of that leaderboard, and nobody feels comfortable putting a shot up around him right now.
Free throw good, Davis. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Hornets.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Vonleh. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Vonleh's got his first basket of the night.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 5th in scoring, 5th in three-point shooting, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers, always up to the challenge.
Davis sets a screen, and it's Gordon penetrating. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Gordon's got his first 2 points.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Pass to Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
New Orleans making some changes here. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Evans. Pondexter comes in for Gordon, and Sessions subbed in for Drew Holiday. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Sessions passes to Ashik. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Anderson dishes to Ashik. They set the screen. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. No good on the triple. Portland leading. Ashik pulls it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Ashik with a screen on Lillard. And Sessions kicks to Ashik. Here's Davis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Lillard attacking. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Lillard's got his second bucket tonight.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
He got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Pass to Pondexter. Over to the wing. The dish to Anderson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And he gets it to go.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Lillard against Sessions. And Lillard gets double teamed. Plenty of space. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And Ashik sends it back. Wow! 1:37 left here in the opening quarter. Davis, the pass to Sessions. Good. Sessions has got his first 2 points of the night. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
In terms of their opponent's offense.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Texas, 3rd best record here in the early going. And checking out Portland, games behind.
And I think for New Orleans, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
Looks that way to me. I mean, this is a team that appears perfectly primed for a deep run into the postseason, as long as they don't suffer any unforeseen injuries or setbacks.
Here's Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. And there's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
They set the pick. Now the feed to McCallum. Now Pondexter. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. 44 seconds left to play in the first. Freak kicks to Aminu from past the arc. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Sessions dishes to McCallum. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. No good on the three. And for Portland, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And Lillard kicks to Robinson. No one near him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Portland out in front, up 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about it.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. Like to do the one dribble and fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Pelican 5 right now. Gordon the off guard with Evans at the 3. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Ryan Anderson. And it's McCallum in at the point. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played a role for them. He had 9 points, and it was his usual story. A lot of drawn fouls and a lot of free throws made for him. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Outside Gordon. Shoots from 12. Portland grabs the miss. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Davis sets a screen. Henderson passes to Davis. They set the pick. It's tipped. One-on-one here. Here's Gordon. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. While there's a break, let's take a look at this past month's assist leaders among small forwards in the NBA. 4th, Tyreke Evans.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it, but they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. Offensively, he'd like to see them get the ball into the post as often as possible. That's where he thinks their biggest advantage lies. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks again, Doris. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Kicks to Henderson. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. The Pelicans have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Davis kicks to Evans. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's the screen. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Ajinça. Just 5 to shoot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
It's his first trip to the line. Nick Collison's checked in for Chris Kaman. Both shots good from the stripe. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Outside, Davis. It's Henderson on the wing. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't hit the second. New Orleans in the lead. And there's the pass to Holiday. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Tipped away. Now here's Freak. 9 points last game.
Move the ball.
Left side, Davis. Fires from deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. He has 7. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Davis kicks to Evans. There's a screen. Eric Gordon on the wing. Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You better listen there.
In the first half.
Yes, guys.
Been a back and forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ashik's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Vonleh comes in for Chris Kaman. And Freak subbed in for Gerald Henderson. On the floor for Portland. Freak in at shooting guard. Davis is out there with Vonleh. Then it's Damian Lillard. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw good. Damian Lillard. No free throws good from Lillard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Holiday against Lillard. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. Count that one. Gordon's got 11.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Here's Vonleh, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Vonleh's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Outside Holiday. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And Davis now top of the key. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Evans outside. For the tie. Portland grabs the miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. So I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Pulls up, high post. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Drew Holiday. Trailblazers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Lillard dishes to Davis. They set the screen. Nice touch on the back shot.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Gordon, and that one's good. Gordon's got 13 points.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
It's offline from half court.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Freak with it. He's against Evans. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. Ed Davis, number 1.
You know, he's gotten to the terrific sense and touch around the basket. He just finds ways to convert low post opportunities.
Yeah, I concur with that. But it's not just finesse with him, guys. I mean, he can use his strength as well. He'll get his points the soft or the hard way.
And stolen by Freak. Outside, Davis. Vonleh, the pass to Aminu. Lillard from outside. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Down low, here's Sessions. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Sessions has got 7 points. It's stolen by Davis. Holiday against Lillard. To the paint. Here's Davis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Ray McCallum comes in for Drew Holiday. And Portland with a change here too. Nick Collison's checked in for Davis. And Lillard kicks to Collison. Here's Freak. And the shot is long.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
They set the pick. And Sessions kicks to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Portland leading. Feeds to Freak. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
And checking out some numbers for Sessions. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up 6 points a night, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. And it's Henderson for Lillard.
Kevin, let's look at the Trailblazers to see how they're doing ranking-wise in the NBA. 3rd in shooting percentage, 9th in fast break points. And they're in the top half of the league in shooting from deep as well. This is a strong suit for this team, knocking down those shots from behind the arc.
And let's give them some credit for that outstanding shooting percentage as well. I mean, they're working hard to take the smart shots, not just the first shot that presents itself. And I think that's really paying off.
New Orleans making a switch here. Jins is checked in. Well, fade away. It's rebounded by New Orleans. McCallum's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And that one's good. Sessions.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Freak kicks to Collison. It's stolen by Ajinça. Sessions with it. Out defended by Freak. Dishes it to McCallum. There's the 3. And he gets it to go. And it's a 4-point Pelican lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And Sessions kicks to Ajinça. They set the pick. Anderson against Collison. Anderson can't get it to go.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Shoots from the baseline. Here's Ajinça. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Looking to end the run. Robinson misses.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's McCallum. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Pelicans on top, up 6. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter. He's checked in for the Pelicans. Portland also making some changes. Ed Davis is checked in for Noah Vonleh. And Freak subbed in for Damian Lillard. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Davis is out there with Anderson. And it's Ajinça in at the 5. It's the Pelicans 5. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Kaman. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. There's the pick, and Holiday kicks to Davis. Here's Ajinça, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Holiday. Freak kicks to Anderson. Here's Kaman. No good. In and out, off the rim.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Ajinça with it. Kaman's there. And it's Ajinça missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Finished off the break.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Davis has it going on tonight. He's got 10 rebounds and a couple of nice steals, too. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for New Orleans. McCallum comes in for Drew Holiday. Swiped away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Pondexter. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's McCallum. Pass to Gordon. Davis sets a screen. Back to Gordon. And here is Pondexter. So we see the Pelicans.
Tyreek.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
The one thing you know about Davis is that he's always going to play with an insane amount of energy. It's always full speed ahead with him.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Portland as the Trailblazers go up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon, as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. Dallas right now in the middle of a road trip.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
So Dallas will get the first possession. Mavericks leading by 5. Williams with the ball. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz, and he gets the bucket.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for your Blazer dancers.
While we get a chance to check out the standings out west, already we're in December. You look at Dallas. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, the Trailblazers
Had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
looking at Portland. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from Darren Williams. And here's Freak. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Up and in from the low block. Freak's got his second bucket of the game to go. Mavericks leading by 6. Williams kicks to Stokes. Williams a screen. The pass to Barea. He dishes it to Matthews. Shot clock at 5. With the teardrop, shot is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Portland. Johnson, he's checked in for Dallas. Chalmers comes in for Williams. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. It's stolen by Aminu.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Dishes it to Freak. 6 on the shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And both free throws good from Freak. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
It's stolen by Barea. Johnson against Lillard. Johnson, the pass to Barea. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrapping, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
Now, here's Lillard. 17 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Vonleh dishes to Freak. Lets it go from 11, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Freak's got 8. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Johnson, and it's blocked, and they're able to recover. Chalmers against Lillard. Here's Barea. Another miss by Barea. Portland trailing here. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. That gives them the lead. And that's now 10 points for Freak.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke.
Say in his huddle, he told his guys that their offense needed to run through Lillard. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks, Doris. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Now here's Barea. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah. And that one's good. Barea's got his first points of the night.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Aminu with the bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And here's Barea. Now Farouk Aminu just getting that three to go from deep. Now the feed to Leonard. Johnson in the corner. Takes a three. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Jacks up a three. The shot misses. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's Dallas leading by a point. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Freak in at point guard. Davis is out there with Chris Kaman. Then it's Henderson. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Mavericks trailing. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Pachulia. And stolen by Kaman. Pass to Freak. Now Henderson. 12 points his last outing. Freak sets a screen for Henderson. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Williams. Outside Matthews. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Chris Kaman pulls it in. Portland leading by 4. Freak kicks to Davis. Here's Fredrickson. And the Trailblazers another three.
and they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Leonard, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Leonard's got his second bucket.
Well, that's a great pass by Darren Williams.
Feeds it to Kamen. Fredrickson, Gallinari covering. It's Henderson on the wing. Freak sets a screen for Henderson. From deep three-point range, and again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now here's Williams. He's got 8.
It's been a great game for Williams tonight. He's got 8 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Some big men who, when they get it in tight, are as close to a shot percentage leaders among NBA centers and power forwards. 5th on the list, Ed Davis.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
Now here's Davis. Good on the shot.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
There's the screen. Williams kicks to Leonard, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Over the last month, let's see how the Mavericks fared in the NBA rankings. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game. 3rd in opponent field goal percentage. They're ranked 3rd in lowest opponent scoring average. In other words, points per game for the opposition. They control the pace and defend with vigor.
They don't make many mistakes. I just love the mental toughness. You saw 3rd fewest turnovers per game. Great decision-making is so valuable, particularly down the stretch. Definitely a notch in their favor.
Now here's Freak. 10 points for him. Here's Kamen, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Williams. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. Can't cash in from close range. Portland leading by 6. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And here are the Mavericks now. Portland making their last shot. Outside Leonard, 6 on the shot clock, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collison's out there. Matthews into the lane, and he goes in for the dunk.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Now here's Freak. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Mavericks trail by 8. Williams passes to Gallinari. Here's the screen. Back to Williams. Lots of room. Portland grabs the miss. Davis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Henderson kicks to Freak. Portland moving the ball around. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Dallas has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans really had a hard time. He chipped in his share of points and helped out the team by coming up with a few key steals.
And so it's a close. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set. Freaks checked in for Gerald Henderson. And Dallas with a change here too. J.J. Barea is checked in for Matthews. On the court for the Mavericks. J.J. Barea is out there with Darren Williams. Then there's Pachulia. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Stokes in at the 4. And Lillard kicks to Freak. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside Williams for the lead and the foul on Chris Kaman. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Now, here is Gallinari. D right on him. And it's off the back rim. No good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way, no doubt. They've been winning on the back rim.
Kaman dishes to Lillard. He kicks to Freak. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Davis, the pass to Lillard. 3 on the clock over Williams.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Portland no good that time either. Passes it to Barea. For the lead. And Williams gets it to go on the assist from Gallinari. 14 points for Darren Williams.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Kaman. Stokes with the rebound. Stokes has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Gallinari kicks to Williams. Here's the dish to Pachulia. Here's Barea. No good from outside. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Freak dishes to Davis. And that one's good. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Williams missing again.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Fredrickson, Gallinari covering. Kicks it to Kaman. Flanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Here's a look at the stats for Williams. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's around 14 points per game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Leonard, he's checked in for Pachulia. Johnson comes in for Jarnell Stokes, and it's Chalmers in for Darren Williams. Correa, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Mavericks trail by 4. And here we go. Fast break. Correa's got it. He feeds it to Gallinari. Leonard kicks to Barea, looking to end the drought. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Barea's got 6 in the quarter.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And there's the 3-second violation.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
The pass to Gallinari. Barea dishes to Leonard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Leonard's got 10. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Leonard having a terrific game. He's got 10 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Wesley Matthews checked in for the Mavericks.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Johnson, the pass to Barea. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Matthews gets it to go.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Freak sets a screen for Henderson. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Not the type of quarter they were hoping for.
Nope, they turned the lead into a deficit, and their turnovers have been the reason why.
And Portland making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Johnson the screen. Matthews, no good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Johnson the screen. Johnson sends the screen for Chalmers. Correa, no good. For Portland, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on his heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Freak kicks to Henderson. Aminu dishes to Freak. Vonleh at the elbow. Here's Robinson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Robinson's got his second bucket of the night. Barea kicks to Matthews. Johnson the screen. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Off target from three-point range. Portland leading by 3.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
A nice shot by Barea. Barea's got 10 points.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Freak passes to Aminu. He dishes it to Freak. The feed to Henderson. Launches it. They get it back. Vonleh. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Wesley Johnson picks one up. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Vonleh. That one misses. 1 second left. The shot is off. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Trailblazers out in front, leading by 4. And time. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Dallas, Chalmers comes in for Gallinari. And Barea subbed in for Matthews.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
Clark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Wesley Matthews. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Robinson is out there with Aminu. Then there's Nick Collison, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Chalmers with it.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
And he knocks down the first one.
Timeout, timeout.
Trailblazers, timeout.
Start it.
Fuck this game! This game deliberately makes all the animations ruin the fucking gameplay. This is fucking retarded level of fucking animations, man. I'm pressing the left stick up, not holding any fucking buttons. This motherfucker goes downside, like he goes over the line. It makes some stupid fouls like crossing the line or something like this. And I'm holding the left stick up, not down. What the fuck?
Here's Chalmers, nails both of them. Freak. Off target with that shot. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the man.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and
Not
Kenny
to mention the shitty part when somebody's holding the ball, or to be precise, but he's not holding the ball and you're guarding him holding the left stick, the L2 button, the left trigger, and as soon as he touches the fucking ball, your motherfucker becomes slow. He stands in one place and I'm holding the left stick to going to the direction where the player with the ball is, and he's just standing there. He's just fucking standing there, doing nothing. What the fuck is wrong with the animations in this game? What the fuck?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. Looking at Denver, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win.
Smarter than if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ.
I'll show you what I'm talking about right now.
Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking.
I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. This shit happens during every fucking game. Every fucking game. Same shit. He either doesn't move, your player either doesn't move when you clearly holding the stick for him to move in that direction, or he just moves on his own.
For the home crowd again tonight. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Great spaces for
the Nuggets
drivers playing the floor. If they kick the ball to you, take the open shot.
Kenneth Fareed is out there with Chandler Parsons.
Here I am guarding this motherfucker.
Then it's Moutier and it's Daniel in at the 2. Screen by Fareed. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Daniel, the pass to Moutier. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. The Nuggets in second.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for right here, Kevin, over these last 10 games on the Trailblazers schedule, this is how they stack up.
What bothers me the most is that, for example, if I'm guarding someone, like I'm on the defense, and he's dribbling with the ball, all of a sudden he makes these really sudden moves, and he passes me, and my fucker is just standing there, and I'm holding the fucking left stick
to put the ball in the basket.
To keep moving, and he's just standing there. What the fuck?
Pass to Davis.
What is he shocked that someone just passed him? What the fuck?
Lillard dishes to Freak, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Freak's got his first points of the game.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out.
Now, who am I defending? This guy or that guy? What the fuck?
Now, here's Hickson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebound.
Take that, motherfucker.
Impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Here's Davis. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Fareed the pass to Moutier. Hickson a screen. Moutier kicks to Fareed. It's stolen by Davis. It's Vonleh atop the key. And here we go. And the basket by Lillard.
Or the game would decide to pass to someone who I'm not clearly even indicating with the left, with the right sticker, sorry. With the right stick. Like I'm holding the right stick to the right and he passes to the left. Like what the fuck?
With some serious leaping ability.
Davis dishes to Freak, and it's Amino in the corner. Lillard right side. Shot clock at 5. They set the pick. Outside for Davis. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, and that one's good. 6 points for Lillard. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Dallas.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3 Ds: disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Lillard. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Barton kicks to Biombo. Nobody near Parsons. Buries it from 3-point range. Parsons got 7 points in the game. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. And the Nuggets going the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away.
Why am I defending that guy? What the fuck? What the fuck does this game want from me?
I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
The feed now to Vonleh. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Clarkson passes to Biombo. It's tipped.
I pressed to the left. What the fuck? Why did he pass to the right?
We've got 123 left.
Pass me the fucking ball, man. Fucking.
Oh no, bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They gotta stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do.
What?
The opposite of smart basket.
What the fuck just happened? Fuck this, man.
Denver shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
Fucking
They
game,
really
man.
put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Stauskas is checked in for Fareed. Here's Freak.
Why are you? What? Why did the fucking AI run right next to me? What the fuck?
That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2
I'm
for 2.
standing there. Why did he run there?
Screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Like, what the why?
Now, here's Clarkson.
What the fuck does this game want for me? I'm defending the guy with the fucking bandana. What the fuck?
3-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And the basket by Lillard.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And now he was just completely slow. This is what I'm talking about. When the AI decides to shoot or pass, all of a sudden the player's animations become really fucking slow, and he barely even starts running.
That's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Lillard. Shot to stop the run. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And that does it for the...
I got a fucking headache just from trying to figure out what the fuck does this game want from me.
I tell you what,
guard this one, no, guard that one, no, guard this one again.
One another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Hickson is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Daniel in at the 2 spot. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. Fifth on the list, Chandler Parsons.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Well, I would go beyond pretty good, Greg. I mean, they are special players at the offensive end. Impossible to defend in any kind of conventional way. I mean, you got to be creative to try to slow these guys down.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collison's out there, and Denver has possession. 6-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That's tipped.
How did you lose the ball? God damn it.
Baseline J on the way. That one a little long.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Fareed is checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Freak, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Left side, Davis. Collison dishes to Freak. 6 feet out. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Freak's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland. Moutier past to Stauskas to the left wing. Now here's Moutier. He's tightly guarded. Hickson with the bucket.
Fuck.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Pass to Henderson. Kaman sets a screen for Henderson. Feeds it to Kaman. And again, it's Portland converting.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Looking to end his cold spell. Moutier, no good.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving Collins.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Garrett Temple is checked in for Denver. That one is no good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks played a huge role for them. He ended with 16 points, and he also was creating for others by getting the ball in a position to score it. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got
fucking Christ, man. I can't fucking control the player when the game decides that I with the ball we shoot. What the fuck is wrong with his game? He starts so kind of slow and all of a sudden he becomes slow. What the fuck? He can't decide, like, I'm holding the left stick. Go there, go. And he's just like, oh, I'm gonna turn around and make my first step and I'll make another step and what the fuck?
Let's take a look at some numbers here for Henderson. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 5th for free throw shooting. And he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And, you know, he's been deadly from the charity stripe. Phenomenal asset to have on your team, a dead-eye free throw shooter. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Dishes to Temple. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played.
Why is he? What the fuck is wrong with?
Nixon a screen. Just 4 to shoot. Over in the corner, Moutier.
Ah, yeah, of course. I'm supposed to guard that guy now. What the fuck?
Here's Freak. He's got 10. To the middle. Here's Kaman. Makes it off the glass. Kaman's got 8 here in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Moutier.
Why is he not?
Great D that time from Davis.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
That's good. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Screen by Fareed. There's a good screen. Moutier kicks to Fareed. Here's Daniel, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
And the shot is good.
The fucking turnovers, man. Every fucking time.
For the Nuggets.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control even though he's going at
every fucking time I want to pass to someone else, the game decides no, you're not gonna pass to the right, you're gonna pass to the left, and it's a fucking turnover. Yeah, great. Thanks, game.
Here's Temple. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than
fucking retarded game, man.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium.
Look at him. What went wrong there? What? You can't dribble the fucking ball.
Here's Freak. Denver grabs
There's
the
Freak. Fucking retarded piece of shit.
Here's Hickson. Can't throw it down with one hand. Trailblazers leading by 6. Collison dishes to Freak. 11 feet away. Hickson grabs the board. Hickson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Temple.
Yeah, because why would any of you motherfuckers running right next to him even try to block him?
Run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Collison kicks to Freak. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Puts it up. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Freak's got 12 in the game. The Nuggets trail by 6. Moutier kicks to Temple.
Why did he stop? Why the fuck did my player just stop in one place? Look at him. I can't fucking pass right next to you. I have to make a silly animation.
Takes the 13-footer. The shot is off. Nuggets have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Screen by Fareed. Here's Daniel. Rejected by Collison. They get it back, and the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throw's coming up right now, and free throw good from Kenneth Fareed. And so we wrap up.
Fuck you, coach.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. So for the Trailblazers, Collison comes in for Chris Kaman. And Freak subbed in for Damian Lillard. Freak in at point guard. Davis is out there with Nick Collison. Then it's Henderson. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Parsons passes to Hickson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Portland leading by 11. Here's Freak. Connects on the 9-footer. Freak's got 14 points.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Screen by Fareed. Daniel, the pass to Fareed. Hickson dishes to Parsons. Steps back and fires. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. While we have a quick chance here, let's now take a look at some point guards who have been dead on target from the floor over the course of the past 10 games. Emmanuel Mudiay is second.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor.
I pressed to the right, by the way. He deliberately made the pass to the left.
Every now and then for him to go it alone.
Well, you know they're not going to do that, though. I mean,
move the fuck away from
me! Always looking to set up
you motherfucking ape!
Traps in the tray.
What the fuck? Are you blocking them or me? What the fuck? And the motherfucker, I keep pressing to the left stick down, and he just won't go there. He just decides to bump into my fucking teammate. What the fuck? And he just keeps bumping into him. I'm pressing down. He just keeps bunking. Like, what the fuck? I can't. I just can't.
Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Parsons. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
And there's the pass to Freak. Can't get it to go. And Denver the other way now. The dish to Temple. Second chance shot. He kicks to Hickson. Pass to Daniel. The feed to Fareed. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Fareed's got 7 points in the game. Anderson with it. 12 points for him. Kicks to Freak. Inside Leaner. Trying to get open as Davis. Offensive rebound. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And Aminu kicks to Freak. Trailblazers moving the ball around. There's a screen by Robinson. To the paint. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at how they stacked up in the league statistically over the last month, here's what the Trailblazers did. 2nd in field goal percentage, 3rd in fast break points, and they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And a quick word in terms of their field goal percentage, which has just been spectacular inside and outside. They just keep finding ways to put the ball in the basket.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at it. 10th in the early going, looking to make a move up in the standings. And checking out Portland, a half game back.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they've staggered along here early in the season. They're going to be in for a long year if they don't make some real quick progress.
Well, good news, bad news here. I mean, the good news is they have time to make up the ground they've already lost. The bad news is they don't have enough talent to do it.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Now Henderson. 12 points for him. And the dunk by Vonleh.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Martin passes to Temple. Lets it go with a 3. They get it back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Clarkson. Screen by Fareed. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded closely. Feeds to Barton. Three-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. And here's Aminu. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. And that one's good by Henderson.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
The Nuggets trail by 17. Now, here's Clarkson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And Aminu kicks to Freak. Down low, ball's knocked loose. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
One shot. And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. And Denver with a change here, too. Stauskas is checked in. And another miss by Denver. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Lillard attacking. And it's Aminu in the corner. Stolen by Clarkson. And it's Freak with the rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Lillard. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Stauskas dishes to Clarkson. Screen by Fareed. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Aminu misses. The Nuggets trail by 17. Moving it up. Hits, count that one from Stauskas.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Here's the screen. Freak sets a screen for Lillard. Aminu with the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
The shot's good from Fareed.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Lillard. Plays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And stolen by Lillard. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now, here's Clarkson. Covered by Lillard. Clarkson up top. He has 5. Here's Barton. And again, Denver with the triple.
For 3.
Lillard. Off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Portland out in front, up by 16 from Portland. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Portland.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for Lillard. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Moutier. And there's Hickson. And it's Fareed in at the 4. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Fareed. Here's Moutier. Finished off the break.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
That's his 4th personal foul.
He's off on the first.
3. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Clarkson. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Men amongst boys tonight.
Whew. Well, Gerald, we often hear coaches talking about
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan player, Damian Lillard. The entire second half was just phenomenal. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they're a team that no one wants to face right now. With just one loss in the last 10 games, they'll be tough to beat. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players.
Freak, how you doing? What's up, man? About to put on a show tonight. We'll see about that. My team's ready. Hey, you better hope so. It's the only chance you got. I'm gonna remember that. Freak, it's on.
The Trailblazers play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Portland, Oregon. And the Warriors on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up. Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Curry against Lillard.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Freak kicks to Davis. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Davis has got his first points of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Shot from 12. Aminu grabs the miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
It's Curry with the drive. Another miss by Curry.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Right side Davis. Freak with it. Curry meets him. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. The Trailblazers have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. First one falls for him. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Ed Davis. The Warriors also with a sub. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Warriors trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. That's good.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. Tremendous numbers for him over.
There we go. One more time. Give it up for your Blazer dancers.
An option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Freak kicks to Lillard. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Curry against Lillard. Curry kicks to Smith. Outside Curry. Launches it. Again, Curry missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Smith. The shot will not go. Some solid defense from Lillard. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Denver Nuggets.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Smith outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Portland leading. There's 1:54 left to play in the first.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Lillard up top, guarded by Curry. Freak passes to Vonleh. Tries from 10. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 6 points. There's 1:38 left here in the opening quarter. Lillard against Curry. Here's Spates. And it's Portland with the rebound. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game one tonight. It's very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Curry against Lillard. Right side Curry. And he gets it to go. Curry's got his second bucket.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Pass to Freak. Curry against Lillard. Here's the screen. The pass to Vonleh. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Maurice Spates. The Trailblazers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. He throw good, Vonleh.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Curry kicks to Sanders. He feeds it to Spates. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Curry outside. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
On the wing, Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Aminu. Lillard from outside. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Steph Curry. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backcourt. I think that's been the difference.
The establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Davis is out there with Chris Kaman. Then it's Henderson. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets was a major factor. He dropped in 15 points, and a lot of his contribution coming from the charity stripe as he was drawing fouls. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Move the ball.
Benny off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Left side, Davis. Here's Kamen. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Valuable players right here. Big men who can create turnovers for their teammates inside. These are the power forwards with the most assists in the past month. Draymond Green, fourth.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Man, it's so much fun to watch a big guy handling and orchestrating things from the lane. I mean, it causes so many problems when you've got a guy who can score down there, who also has vision and an excellent basketball IQ. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Henderson dishes to Davis. Here's Fredrickson. And again, it's Portland converting.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection. Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Out left to the wing. Here's Fredrickson. And again, it's Portland converting.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Green. Misses the three. And here's Portland. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Freak passes to Henderson. Came in a screen. Henderson dishes to Davis. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Davis has got 6.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Curry's shot is off.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Here's Fredrickson. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
And when you're shooting like this, you should be winning. They're scoring with tremendous efficiency.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Green with a screen for Barnes. Feeds to Bazemore. There's the triple. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though. Portland leading by 16. Freak with it. 6 points for him. Kamen a screen. Henderson kicks to Kamen. No good. Nice D from Bogut.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And we finished one.
Guys, I'm here.
It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Looking at the game Bazemore's been having.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Freaks checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Kent Bazemore is out there with Curry, and it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward. Kicks it to Bogut. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Bogut's got his second basket of the game. Portland leading by 6. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Lillard attacking. That is good. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Green to Bazemore. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
You got to love the big...
This game deliberately made my player stand in one fucking spot. What the fuck? This is fucking ridiculous.
Bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
And it's sent back by Bogut. Kaman kicks to Freak. Another shot. And that one comes up a bit short. Warriors trail by 6. Pass to Green. But they recover it. Barnes. And it's going to be 2 free throws.
He's not fucking moving. I'm holding the left stick. I'm holding the fucking left stick. He just keeps standing there. What the fuck is wrong with his game?
As a group, in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad. Some good numbers for Barnes. 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Kaman passes to Freak. It's Davis on the wing. Guarded by Green. Takes it from 10. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got 5 rebounds tonight. Looking to end his cold spell. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Curry.
What the fuck? Why is he...
Why
the fuck is my player moving so slow when the enemy team is passing the ball or trying to make a shot? What the fuck is wrong with this game?
When that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
All of a sudden he becomes like some fucking retarded idiot who can't even decide which way to go when I'm holding the stick in the direction where I want him to go. What the fuck? Why are you... Who in 2K decided that this is a fucking great gameplay mechanic? What the fuck? Are you fucking retarded over there? You fucking idiots! You can clearly see that the game manipulates the animations and it makes your player do retarded fucking stuff just so that they can score a goal or make a foul or something like that. This is fucking stupid!
Good, and Curry gets the assist. 8 points for Draymond Green.
A good look there.
The game fucking fucks you up, man! It fucks up the entire gameplay. You know that you can go there, but it won't let the player go there. Why did he stop right now? Why? I only passed and I kept holding the stick up. Why did he stop? What the fuck is wrong with this game? This is fucking retarded.
It caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
Warriors trail by 3. On its way from Curry for 2. Portland grabs the miss.
I want him to move, not to fucking stop.
In the game, getting it done.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Lonley's checked in for Kanan, and it's Thomas Robinson in for Ed Davis. Here's Smith. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Smith's got 8 points. Portland leading by 3. Lillard dishes to Freak. Lillard against Curry.
Yeah, great.
And Lillard kicks to Vonleh.
Hey.
The feed to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Can't get it to go.
Fucking AI.
The other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this.
My own teammates bumping into me, blocking me from going somewhere the whole fucking time. Fuck the AI in this game and fuck the gameplay.
Freak with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Freak with it, Curry meets him. Lillard outside.
He makes the pass and he just stands there. What the fuck? I want to go out of the fucking red square.
Game's best passers right now.
On the wing,
because I'll be fouled.
And a miss there on the triple.
It will be a violation. But no, the animations won't let me go out of there because I just passed the ball, and so the player needs to stand there like a fucking idiot.
Takes it from 10, and the rejection by Iguodala. Robinson with the block.
Fucking Christ, man.
Retain possession. Al Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Damian Lillard.
3-second violation.
Now here's Spates. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
What? He fucking keeps standing there. What the fuck? I'm holding the left stick to the left.
The whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Fuck this game, man.
I'll tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
He just keeps standing there again.
By the Trailblazers.
What the fuck is wrong with this?
Aminu kicks to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock.
Move!
Dishes it to Freak. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been.
Look at him! Look at him! He just... You motherfucking idiots!
And Curry, here we go.
Look at him! He's slow, he can't turn around properly. They're just fucking running circles around my player, and he just keeps like, he can't even decide. I'm holding the stick left, he can't, the game can't decide if I want to go left or right when I'm holding the stick to the left. This is fucking retarded. What the fuck?
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain neutral plays like that, guys.
Okay, you suck. You can't even make a fucking sports game properly.
Coming off Iguodala's feet.
Motherfucking idiots.
Got 6 assists in the game. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. It's tipped. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala.
He just stands there. I press the square. I want him to tackle, to take the ball. He just stands there. He just stops and fucking stands there.
The band leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
He doesn't dash, he doesn't grab, he doesn't do anything. He just stops and stands still.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Fuck!
And another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Henderson, no one around him. On target from 13 feet. Henderson's got the game.
And every time when there's someone shoots, like our team shoots at their glass, we want to score. I'm getting blocked. I'm getting blocked. My player is all the time getting blocked. I can't move. I can't move.
From close range.
I can't move. That's what I'm saying.
Really left alone.
If there is if the ball is jumping on the ring
for themselves here.
and there's like a rebound or something like that, I can't move. Like one guy is just holding me and I can't move in any fucking direction, no matter what I fucking button I press. I'm blocked. I can't move at all.
The Warriors have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. The first free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Give me the fucking...
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
And he makes both free throws.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
He dishes it to Aminu. Outside Collison. He hits Henderson on the wing. 2 on the clock. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Henderson's got 16.
He is setting this place on fire.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
I want to punch someone from 2K. I want to punch someone from 2K. Straight in the motherfucking face. Yeah, you know, when you start the game, there's this like animation where this like video where they kind of like show you how great this game is with all their motion tracked animations and all this stuff and characters and whatnot. And then you start playing and you realize that's their downfall. This is exactly why this fucking game sucks.
Screen by Bogut. Here's Green.
Because all these animations fuck up the entire gameplay. They're not timed correctly. They are neither timed correctly. They are neither initiated when they're supposed to.
Great vision with his passing too.
And you know what? He is the total.
Yeah, you know what? We'll do a bunch of animations and then we'll just stitch them together. Let's see what happens. Yeah, well, this is what fucking happened. Your player stands still. He can't. He either won't go in the direction where you want him to go, or he will start like running on his own. In the opposite direction, mind you. I've had the ball I've had fouls several times from just crossing the middle line. Because I'm getting the ball, I'm holding the left stick, like for example, I'm getting the ball now, and I'm holding the left stick up, and the motherfucker goes down and he crosses the line.
Inside, here's Kamen. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should
Why is he going on the back now? What the fuck?
A few times this season, turnovers have cost him, but Clark...
He's going on his back, like, what the fuck are you going to defend from his back?
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And one of the league's truly special talents.
Yeah, great defense breakdown. Yeah, I was supposed to guard him, right?
Just an
all of a sudden, I'm guarding the guy who got the ball past him. While I was guarding the guy who was holding the ball before that. Great. Yeah, great game.
That's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something.
What am I, Superman?
Very often, Greg.
He kicks it to Bogut. Shot is off. Kamen with the defensive effort.
Pass it to the right! God damn it, I hold to the right! What the fuck?
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very
fuck this game, man!
Break. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel.
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it's... And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew,
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Looking at the Lakers, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. Well, without a doubt, the best thing to happen to the Lakers this offseason was jumping up in the lottery to land the number 2 overall pick, which they used on D'Angelo Russell. Kenny, how much does this help the Lakers?
Well, years ago,
oh, say does that star-spangled
Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. There's no... Lakers trail by 3. On the floor for Portland. Freak in at shooting guard. Vonleh's out there at Thomas Robinson. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Shot clock at 6. Williams against Lillard. The shot by Williams, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Scott Skiles. Doris?
He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, you have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality. Guys, Robinson, a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athleticism and hustle that's really his calling card. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And both free throws good for Lewis Williams.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
Let's look at the numbers for Diallo. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 9 points a night, 4 assists, and 5.
Hopefully, this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Here's Lillard. Last time, 14 points for him. He feeds it to Freak. Kicks it to Vonleh. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Robinson, that's good.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Williams passes to Diallo. Nick Young on the wing. Good, and it's Diallo with the assist that time. Young's got his first basket. Trailblazers leading by 3. Freak kicks to Lillard. Freak with it, working on Williams. Nice D from Williams. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to Golden State.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
Lillard, right side. Pass to Freak. There's the feed to Robinson. He dishes it to Lillard. 16 feet away, and Vonleh the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here is Williams. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Tries from 10. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Lakers. Here's Robinson.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Robinson hits them both. 1:41 left here in the opening quarter. Lillard against Young. Diallo, the screen. And Young kicks to Anderson. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For Portland, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. There's the dish to Vonleh. Freak sets a screen for Vonleh. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Oh, an illegal screen there. One of the toughest calls for an official to make.
And it is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it. And you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
Nick Calathis is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Collison's out there. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Diallo. That one a little long.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. The Lakers in 5th.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Freak dishes to Lillard. The shake. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Lillard has been playing really well. He's already got 9 points and 2 steals as well. This is the way he wanted to start the game.
You know what? Going full speed from the word go, really impressive.
That one is no good.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Freak passes to Collison, and he gets it to go. Collison's got his first bucket of the night.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Calathis kicks to Anderson. Pass to Young to the right side. Young, a screen on Lillard. Inside. 6 to shoot. And Anderson kicks to Calathis. Shoots. The wing jumper off target. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear. Well, Kobe's age, and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
They've got Bryant. Brandon Bass is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Russell in at point guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
Right here, Kevin, over these last 10 games on the Trailblazers schedule, this is how they stack up compared to the rest of the league. First in shooting percentage, second in fast break point, and they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Davis dishes to Freak. Here's Henderson trying to get open as Davis, and that one's good by Henderson. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. Outside Russell. Here's Kobe. Poked away. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors made some nice plays. He finished with 8 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Lakers trail by 5. Russell kicks to Bass. And the pass to Bryant. Here's Hibbert. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jump.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
Freak passes to Davis. Dishes it to Henderson. Freak kicks to Kaman. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Freak. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That would have been lucky had it fallen 4 shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me?
And Portland making a change here. Onley's checked in. The Lakers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Lakers?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Freak with it. Russell's there. And it's Freak missing. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And the shot is good. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Henderson dishes to Vonleh. Here's Fredrickson. Knocks down the 3 ball. 9 points in the game so far.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
The drive by Russell. Here's Hibbert. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Lakers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams has checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Aminu's checked in. Davis sets a screen. They set the screen. Left block shot on the way. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And checking out numbers for Henderson. Over the last month, getting it done. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Outside, Russell feeds it to Williams. To the middle, knocked away. And stolen by Vonleh. Here's Aminu. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Aminu. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. And the first half is...
Go, Roy.
Your Lakers, 52. The Trailblazers.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been a clinic. Robinson comes in for Chris Kaman. And Freak subbed in for Gerald Henderson. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Freak in a 2-guard. Robinson is out there with Davis. Then it's Damian Lillard. Russell. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Freak with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game, using his post move to get the 2 points.
Notice how the fucking AI when defending is teleporting when I'm changing the directions. And when the player has to do this, he stands fucking, the game won't let him move. The game won't let you move. When you're doing the same shit, when the enemy player is holding the ball and you're defending, the AI can just fucking run around circles around you. And holding the L2 button doesn't do shit. It makes your player fucking slow. He's slow as fuck. And when you're holding the ball and you're trying to go past the defense, he's so fucking fast in turning around the directions. What the fuck?
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Bryant. Back to Russell. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, they've done a nice job of drawing countless fouls in this game, and as a result, they've gotten a ton of points at the line.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
They double him with Russell. Kicks it to Davis. Lillard left side. He feeds it to Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Up top, Russell. 22 points for him. Bass can't get it to go.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job in bodying up his man.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Davis. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against Chicago.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
Yeah, it was a major factor in the ball game. I mean, the more turnovers they caused, the more shaky those guys got with the ball.
Williams, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Chandler is screen. Off the pick. And the layup is good. Chandler's got 5 points so far.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And that one's good. Freak.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
The drive by Russell. And he converts the layup. Russell's got 24 points.
And he's starting to show.
Again, my player, my main character, Freak, stands in one place while holding the fucking left stick for him to move. What the fuck, 2K?
That killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And there's the feed to Vonleh. He kicks to Freak. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got his 5th rebound in this one. Bryant passes to Russell. Pass to Williams. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. Randall's checked in for Bass. And Boris Diaw is subbed for Wilson Chandler. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Portland. And Russell gets it to go.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His 2nd 3 of the game.
Let's check out how the Lakers stacked up, Kevin, over the last month in the NBA statistics. 2nd in three-point field goal percentage. 5th in assists. And they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
You know, you go back to their three-point field goal percentage, some true dead eyes on their roster, no doubt. And that's such a luxury offensively. They have been absolutely lights out.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. And the basket by Lillard.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stemmed from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
And Diaw kicks to Randall. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Over in the corner, Lillard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
The Lakers making a switch here. Calathes is checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Nick Collison's checked in for Thomas Robinson.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Lillard against Williams. Lillard, right side. To the middle. There's Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Take a look at the numbers in this one for Freak. He has 8 points and 4 assists. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
And both free throws good from Freak.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
There's a screen by Williams. And Diaw kicks to Randall. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw. Diaw's got 3 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 6. Collison dishes to Aminu. Vonleh, the pass to Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Diaw, the screen. Lillard against Williams. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Lillard. Now the dish to Vonleh. Pass to Aminu. It's deflected. Freak kicks to Vonleh. The pass to Freak. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retaining possession. Anderson, he's checked in for Nick Young. Chris Kaman is checked in for Portland. Now, here's Diaw, guarded closely. And the layup falls.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Freak with it. He's against Williams. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Freak.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Calathes dishes to Diaw. Anderson right side. With 1 on the clock, and that's not going to go. Shots can... And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Lakers leading by 4, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Russell is out there at Bryant. Then it's Brandon Bass. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Freak. Shot is no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Fredrickson. He's guarded by Chandler. Henderson kicks to Davis. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Bryant's running. And yes, sir, that one drops.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be. And, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Out to the right wing. Here's Kaman. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Russell with it. Out defended by Freak. Now here's Kobe. He's guarded closely. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Kaman's shot is good.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
And it's Hibbert missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now here's Freak, covered by Hibbert. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. That free throw, no good. And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
The name of cheese.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Russell. On the wing, Chandler. Had the space there, but it's offline. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard, the pass to Freak. It's stolen by Bryant. Just a little under 2.5 minutes of pass now here in the fourth. Pass with a screen for Bryant. Chandler attacking. Chandler with another miss.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Kobe with the steal. Now Chandler. He dishes it to Russell. Bass with picked up by Davis. And Bass kicks to Russell. And the Lakers with another miss. Portland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And he gets the bucket. He's got 23.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
All right, students, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what...
Here's Freak. Conley kicks to Henderson. Conley setting the pick for Henderson. At the elbow, it's Freak. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. And the Lakers with some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Randall. Pass comes in for Boris Diaw. And Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Lou Williams. 5 on the clock. Fires from the corner. And the shot falls short this time.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Russell with a wide-open look. Good on the triple. Russell's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Out to the right wing. Kaman against Hibbert. And it's Kaman missing.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Pushing it up. Bryant's shot is off.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Don't just make my player stop after crossing the middle line. Why? What the fuck is wrong with his game? I'm calling the left stick up. I don't want him to stop. I want him to run. What the fuck?
Kaman a screen. Freak with it. Russell's there. Takes it from 10. And that one's good. Freak. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And that's what you love to do as the road team, Kevin. Hit the big shot to take the crowd right out of it.
Well, they've done that for sure.
And did he ever? Sound level right now at 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, go Laker girls!
The drive by Russell. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Conley's got 6 rebounds in the game. In the corner, Henderson with it. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Guys, this doesn't look like the same team defensively we saw in the first half. I mean, they're flat as day-old pop.
Outside, Kobe. Looking to get back on track here. And again, the Lakers no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Henderson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Henderson kicks to Keenan. And again, it's Portland converting.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
This is to Bass. Will it go? Hibbert. Outside, Kobe. Back to Hibbert. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And here are the Trailblazers. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chandler outside. Money!
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. And Bryant kicks to Bass. Fires the 3. Knocks down the trifecta. Here's Freak. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Galathis. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Gerald, a win that certainly got to feel good with the way the team just kept grinding away. What is it about this team that enabled you to come away with the win?
We got a lot of fight. We had a little lull there, but we just came together and got sharp on offense and defense and got it done.
Competitive spirit. We love to watch it, Gerald. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Damian Lillard.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Season's greetings. Happy holidays. Welcome, thank you for joining us. It's a very special Christmas edition. Ernie Johnson of 2K Sports here with the always jolly Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith,
Merry
who's
Christmas
also
to you, man.
Relatively jolly. Yeah, and
you have my gift?
Maybe I do have. Did I get the gift that you sent me, or do I have a gift for you?
Either or.
No, neither.
Well, I'll get you 2 of those.
We have a song for you, Ernie.
What's that?
Hit the beat, Kenny. Ho, ho, ho. Open up your door. It's Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show. That's it.
Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Trailblazers out in Portland. For Portland, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll
Oh, say does that star-spangled
We are in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trailblazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. The sports fans are all nestled beside the 2K Sports. Checked in for Kamen. Thomas Robinson comes in for Ed Davis. And Freak subbed in for Gerald Henderson. And then for Phoenix, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chandler. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Booker. On the court for the Suns, Bledsoe and I to the backcourt. Warren is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Morris in at the center position. Freak kicks to Vonleh, and he uses the glass on the layup. Vonleh's got his first bucket in this one.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot. All right, here's a look at stats for Brandon Knight. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 15 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Back to Bledsoe. Puts it up from 12. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
The Trailblazers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the first one at the line is good. McLemore is checked in for Phoenix. Both shots good from the stripe. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against the Kings.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And Lillard kicks to Robinson. From the arc. That's good. He's got 11.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's covered closely.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Jeff Hornacek. He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, you have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality. Guys, Robinson, a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athleticism and hustle that's really his calling card. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. And a good time here to go over our 2K leaderboard and see which point guards have had the hottest hand at the free throw line over the last 10 games. Brandon Knight, 4th.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league, and that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, typically you're going to find your best free throw shooters at that point guard spot, but it doesn't happen automatically. I mean, these fellas are consistently working and practicing to keep that percentage as high as it is.
That one is off. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Portland. And the Suns also making a change. Barbosa's checked in, and no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Freak passes to Vonleh, stolen by Tucker. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. Feeds it to Tucker. No good with the triple. Portland leading by 5. Dishes it to Vonleh. Here's Aminu. They get it back. Here's Robinson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Bledsoe outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Nick Collison's checked in for Robinson.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
Suns trail by 8. Barbosa kicks it to Tucker. Passes to Bledsoe. They double team Bledsoe. Barbosa for 3, and he gets it to go.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Los Angeles.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. Seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that
one. Lillard outside. They set the pick. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Lillard's got 5 points so far. Bledsoe dishes to Barbosa. Pass to Morris. And it's Phoenix scoring again. Trailblazers leading by 5. Vonleh kicks to Aminu. Portland moving the ball around. He dishes it to Collison. Aminu, the pass to Collison. No good on the 3.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Here's Lillard, and again, it's Portland converting.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 7. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great... Don't you need a player like this of Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork? You know, have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, they seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better as the ball hits the rim It's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
Freak in at point guard. Davis is out there with Chris Kaman. Then it's Henderson. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And it's Freak missing.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Stolen by Henderson. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it, and it's good. Henderson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Knight wide open, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Knight's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Warren dishes to Chandler, and Booker kicks it to Tucker. Here's Knight. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Knight's got 10 points in the game.
Kevin, and looking back over the last month, let's check out how Phoenix stacked up. 3rd in blocks, 5th in scoring. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And talking about the shot blocking ability, you love that mentality. No shot goes unchallenged around the rim. They make sure of that. You have to earn everything you get on the inside.
Archie Goodwin, he's checked in for the Suns. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers put on a show. He ended with 22 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Safe to say he is out of his funk after a game like this. He'll try to keep up this pace now, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Just 4 to shoot. Keenan sets a screen for Henderson. Off the pick. And it's Freak missing.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now, here's Goodwin. Henderson defending. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Goodwin. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Freak kicks to Henderson. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Knight. Came in a screen. Here's Henderson. No luck. And Phoenix the other way now. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
Knight passes to Booker. Back to Knight. Now, here's Warren. Defense right on him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the line for him here.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And Portland making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Freak kicks to Robinson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Henderson. He feeds it to Robinson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Robinson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. It's Knight with the drive. Here's Chandler, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Knight with it. He had 13 points in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Trailblazers have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. Deciding to change it up. And we finished one half.
All right, I want everyone to give it up.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. And Portland making a change here. Freaks checked in. Suns trail by 6. Setting the floor for the Suns. We've got Chandler. Booker out there with Brandon Knight. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Warren in at the free slot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. It's going to be Warren shooting. It goes on Ed Davis. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Lillard kicks to Kaman. Chandler with the steal. Here's Knight. 13 points in the game. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls from the top of the key. That one wide left.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Suns trail by 6. And Booker kicks to Knight. Warren dishes to Morris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Ed Davis.
Some really terrific numbers for Morris. He has 8 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
To the right side. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Knight. Puts up the baby hook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And both free throws good from Freak. Phoenix with the ball. 6-point game. It's Knight with the drive. That's good. Knight's got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Damian Lillard is second.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
And Booker kicks to Warren. The 3. And the shot is good. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Lillard, count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
It's Knight with the drive. Morris with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Off target on the 15-footer.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Chandler with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Portland. And for the Suns, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Morris. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Booker. Davis sets a screen. Kicks it out to Lillard. 13 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 8 points for Freak. Suns trail by 5. Knight into the lane. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Davis sets a screen. Lillard the pass to Davis. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Knight dishes to Tucker. And here is Knight. 17 points in the game. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. That 3 off the mark. Portland leading by 5. Vonleh kicks to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And that's 10 points for Freak.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
No good from Bledsoe.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And that one's good. Freak.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Bledsoe for 3. Bledsoe with another miss.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the backboard. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
All right, I want everyone to give it up.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. This last month, he's around 14 points per game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
For 3, Barbosa, good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Vonleh, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Barbosa. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Barbosa's got 10.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Vonleh kicks to Freak. Pass to Lillard. The feed now to Aminu. Now Lillard, 11 points in the game. And it's good. Suns trail by 11. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Here's Barbosa, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really an extraordinary game for Barbosa. 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Portland. Now here's Freak. D right on him. Henderson against Barbosa. Now here's Henderson. 13 points in the game. Here's Robinson, 4 on the shot clock. No good off the front iron. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Barbosa against Henderson. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Robinson, a screen on Barbosa. Henderson kicks to Robinson from 13. And it's Robinson again missing. Suns trail by 8. And here they go. Here's Bledsoe. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. And his offense just hasn't been there. And that one's good. Free.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Bledsoe kicks to McLemore. It's stolen by Aminu.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Phoenix has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. Fires the 3. McLemore, no good. In the corner, Henderson with it. The pass to Freak. Tries from 10. The second effort. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
2 free throws for Aminu. Bledsoe, it's deflected, and he recovers it. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Portland out in front, leading by 14. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. For Portland, Davis comes in for Nick Collison, and Freak subbed in for Lillard. Phoenix also making some changes. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for Morris. Barbosa comes in for T.J. Warren, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Brandon Knight. Freak, he's in at point guard. Chris came in out there with Davis. Then it's Henderson. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Freak, covered by Barbosa. Freak. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Suns trail by 16. The dish to Goodwin. Clock at 6. From 11 feet away. Rebounded by Kaman. Kaman's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will. Some fantastic numbers for Freak. He has 20 points and 7 assists.
And we've all watched him just be an unstoppable force.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for McLemore. Markieff Morris comes in for Archie Goodwin, and Warren subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. And Davis sends it back, and they get it back. Bledsoe for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kaman's got 8 rebounds in this game.
He's gotten a lot of individual defensive attention all game long, and I think it's really bothered him and thrown him off.
Inside, stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Warren. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kicks to Freak. To the wing right side. Came in a screen on Bledsoe. Here's Fredrickson. Sinks the triple. He's got 24.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Freak with it. Now defended by Warren. Feeds it to Freak. Kamen a screen. Kamen sets a screen for Henderson. To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Kamen's shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Bledsoe passes to Chandler. Shot to end this cold run, and the Suns get it back. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Checking out the game T.J. Warren is having. He's got 8 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really is.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This team may not have been the most.
Well, Gerald, we know you demand.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. Double figures in both points and assists for the double-double that led the way tonight. He was their motor offensively. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports.